Nye jibe zonan ye rola benje zonje ro Shoda ye janam la yanjo bado da ni ya su ji nagi shunye jibe zonan ye rola benje zonje ro
That reject Jima, that Lari Dabres, Jebachunga Lan, Dingla, Jebachimila, Son, Jebachunga Lan, Jondo Da, Magajo, City, Teladen, Denudra, Tabas on the Jebandingla, Teladen Tabandra. Then it's our true sent the Shedula Soba, Jebachimila, Teladen Swajibichu. What do you say about it?
So welcome everyone to the Chenrezig Tibetan Buddhist Center Live. Today we are looking at Nagarjuna's Precious Garland. And for anybody who is just joining us or is new, previously Rinpoche for over a decade taught Lama Tsongkhapa's great treatise on the stage of the path to enlightenment. And now we're fortunate enough to have Rinpoche teaching us Nagarjuna's Precious Garland. So wherever he sees chance, he shows the connections between the two because the Lam Rim really lays the framework for the Precious Garland. So one can really understand how to apply and how to practice the Precious Garland by really understanding the framework of the Lam Rim. So Rinpoche, and so anybody who is new, again, I just want to explain for anyone who speaks Tibetan out there, the format that we use. Rinpoche and I work as a team, and he's asked me to expand upon certain details that he has presented thousands of times in order for efficiency. So if you are listening in Tibetan and you hear additional information, I just want to make sure that you are aware that he and I work as a team, and nothing that is added has been added from my side or an idea of mine. It's all information that's been passed down to me from Rinpoche since the late 90s. So I just want to say that because I always know who's in the class and so forth. And now we're on live. So I think it's really important that the Dharma stays clean because it's a very precious thing. And no one should make anything up that isn't 100% certain that it's a spoken word of the Buddha if they're saying it's Buddhism. So with that, Rinpoche wanted to begin by showing how the foundation of the Lam Rim serves to help you understand Nagarjuna's Precious Garland. So in the Lam Rim, Lord Buddha's teachings, according to Atisha, who wrote the Lamp for the Path to Enlightenment, which the great treatise on the stage of the path to enlightenment is actually a commentary on. So Lord Atisha came to Tibet when there was a lot of confusion about the teachings and showed how all of the teachings could be divided into three specific categories. And they are called the teachings for beings of three capacities. And in the Precious Garland, we see the first chapter says high status and definite goodness or certain goodness. So we're right now, Rinpoche wants to show how those two relate to one another. So when we look at the Lam Rim teachings, we see the first category of teaching, which is called the teaching shared in common with beings of small capacity. So these are teachings for beings who wish to achieve a higher realm rebirth. So the Buddha stated that by practicing the refuge, going for refuge to the three jewels of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and engaging in ethical behavior which abandons the 10 non-virtuous activities, and then acknowledging any downfalls, one would be able to have a higher realm rebirth. And in Buddhism, there are 6 realms of cyclic existence, 3 lower realms and 3 higher realms. The 3 lower realms are the hell, hungry ghost, and human realms. And the 3 higher realms are the human, demigod, and God's realm. So these practices are for someone who wishes to achieve the higher realm rebirth in his or her next life. And these are called the teachings shared in common with beings of small capacity. And if we look at the Precious Garland, when it says high status, that's referring to the result of rebirth in the higher realms of cyclic existence. So the teachings shared in common with beings of small capacity, we would say would be compared to and the same as the teachings that would allow one to achieve high status. So that's the link in the first part of the Lam Rim. The next category of teachings are the teachings shared in common with beings of medium capacity. These are teachings for practitioners who wish to achieve liberation, wish to achieve a cessation of samsara altogether. So the Buddha stated that by engaging in the practices of the three highest higher trainings, the highest higher training in ethics, concentration, and wisdom, one would be able to end cyclic existence and achieve nirvana or liberation, and remove what are called the afflictive obstructions which bind one to cyclic existence. So here, these teachings start the category of definite goodness or certain goodness, because that's in the Precious Garland text ultimately referring to Buddhahood, but it can also refer to liberation or nirvana in the medium scope section. And that teaching, those teachings shared in common with beings of medium capacity would be the same as the Hinayana teachings, the lesser vehicle teachings, those teachings which allow one to achieve nirvana for one's own self. Now, if one wishes to achieve Buddhahood, there's a next level of teachings that are necessary to practice. And these are the teachings for beings of great capacity. These are the Mahayana teachings, the great vehicle teachings. These teachings allow you to not only remove the afflictive obstructions which bind you to cyclic existence, but also allow you to remove the obstructions to omniscience, which disallow one, with the obstructions to omniscience keep one from being able to know everything, keep one from being all-knowing, because that's what omniscience is, all-knowing. So those obstructions obstruct one's ability to be all-knowing. So if one practices the teachings for beings of great capacity, then these can be removed and one can become an all-knowing Buddha. So what are those practices? Those practices are the teachings shared in common with beings of small capacity, the teachings shared in common with beings of medium capacity, and then the teachings for beings of great capacity, which are bodhicitta first. So achieving the mind that aspires to enlightenment, wishes to become a Buddha. And then from that bodhicitta, engaging in the practice of the six perfections. So the Buddha stated by doing that from his own experience, one is able to achieve omniscience and Buddhahood. So this is the ultimate goal of definite goodness in the Precious Garland. Because the Precious Garland is a Mahayana text, Nagarjuna is a Mahayana writer, when Nagarjuna speaks of definite goodness, he's ultimately speaking of Buddhahood, but categorically we can put the medium and the great scope teachings in that, because we would say that liberation wouldn't be high status, because that's referring to samsara. So that's the beginning framework of how the Lam Rim connects to the Precious Garland. And those three categories are said to hold all of Lord Buddha's teachings of the Kangjur, which are the pronouncements of Lord Buddha, which we find translated in Tibetan 100 texts, which are in the center above Rinpoche right now, and the authentic Indian commentaries, which are called the Tengjur. And those Tengjur have 213 volumes. Those are also upstairs above Rinpoche right now. And when you combine all of those teachings, you have 313 texts. And it is said that you can take all of those texts and summarize them into the teachings for beings of three capacities. Decent. So everyone who's following, we're on stanza number 230 and page, hold on. I don't know where they are now. 125. 124, sorry. Where did I put them? Oh, they're see-through. Okay. The glasses don't have rims, so I couldn't even see the glasses without my glasses. All right, yeah, so 124, everyone is following. And 230, stanza 230. Jun Junpang Yunten Zinbane.
Jabuyan tan jeba na ngoba toba bai chu. Zinbe shebe zinba non seba ngabal bai chu. Sonji kudu chuden dan zola kan dan kudu zola kan da kudu do jachi nala soba ne jachi shubu doba yins. Da chun bomba yun tan jeba de na ngotu chu res. Tela tena lhata mei tena toba yungores ngaba leba taba da tangji sheba toba yungores. Sonji kudu chuden dan zola kan da kudu do shindu jachin nala su jachin shubu dhuba yins. Wa tala tena na nga su riche yungores, shubu yungores,
Weso.
dhuba yin. Rinchen kunle jeba yi, sonji kuzu ile shin leba teba pema la shuba ta tang rinpoche kun je jeba jedu sus. Sonji kuzu ile shin leba teba pema la shuba ta rinpoche kun je jeba jedu sus. Tanshu gulung gandu ta natan kun je tamba de se dan rinchen trawa dan nyeji chuden nang la to se dan ngunji matu dan doju shoro mati ta yanda yila Mandira, Tumba Chambu, Chuden Chu, Tanchu Mhala, Chubana, Yandan Kutu, Tandemba, Gawanjoa, Na Jijin, Chuden Nabal, Nabar Tambandus, Tanchu Mha, Chubana, Tanchu Mha, Chuban Chusung, Chubashi, Nyaba dan kote dan demba gawanjoa mahoba na susul nyaba dan kote dan gaba yungres gawanjo shin chuna nyaba demba zu lama renro kunye dan shandrin dan donsu dan Sanchu Samba Nalayang, Tatu Kube, Chobandus, Tachu Lama de la Kota Rendo Kuba Sheba Hima, Kube Nyagures, and the Shashisha, Shande Dana, Donsu Dan, Sanchu Samba Nalayang, Tatu Kube Chogures, Chobandu, Choji Meti, Jendala. Good on Treasure Majid.
That's good, Rimche. Inji Kela. Okay.
Majid.
That's good, Rimche. Inji K.
Good on Jilla. Charge Dao. Tuan Sun Dan. Te Shun Yu. Runa Tredan. Lebon. Hansi Da Dan. Nuguda. Hanto. Roa, Jimba Jus, Tangaso Pashan, Jibayana, Pasha Tiguro, Till Pandan, what the Sutradija was on the inside.
The name, the pudding down, Rimche. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Inji Kela. Okay. The name, the pudding. Rimche, pudding down the Tena, the Gemma, Natsu, the Sheriff Yongerbe. The Natsu, the pudding, Jimba Dama, Gemma, Natsu, Ripa Yabudue, with Sheriff Yabudue.
Yabudue.
Okay. All right. So, beginning on stanza 230. Eliminating defects and acquiring good qualities are the practices of those seeking high status. Thoroughly extinguishing conceptions through consciousness of reality is the practice of those seeking definite goodness. So here we find the differentiation between high status and certain goodness or definite goodness. High status is referring to rebirth in the higher realms of cyclic existence, but it's still cyclic existence. So it's saying that you can eliminate the defects and acquire good qualities that will allow you to achieve high status, but those won't allow you to achieve definite goodness, but they serve as a foundation for it. But if you want to achieve definite goodness, you have to thoroughly extinguish conceptions through consciousness of reality. So what that means is you have to get rid of the grasping at true establishment. And the way you do so are by practicing those medium and great scope teachings that were presented in the Lam Rim. But specifically, what those practices do are remove the afflictive obstructions and the obstructions to omniscience. The afflictive obstructions bind one to cyclic existence. Those are the actual predispositions or imprints that bind one. Now, those imprints leave imprints, if you will. So the afflictions have actual imprints that are left over. Those are the obstructions to omniscience, and those disallow one to become a Buddha. So definite goodness is achieved by getting rid of the grasping at true establishment, but for the person who wants to achieve Buddhahood, that has to be coupled with bodhicitta and then the action step of the bodhisattva activities. That's what it's referring to here. It's saying that one can achieve just higher realm rebirth, but if one wishes to go beyond that and achieve liberation or Buddhahood, these conceptions, misconceptions really, have to be removed. So it says you should respectfully and extensively construct images of Buddha, monuments and temples, and provide residences, abundant riches, and so forth. Please construct from all precious substances images of Buddha with fine proportions, well designed and sitting on lotuses, adorned with all precious substances. So everyone reading this, remember, Nagarjuna is writing this as advice to a king on how to run a kingdom as a Buddhist and how to be a good Buddhist while running a kingdom. So what you would set up as far as laws and how you would arrange your government as a Buddhist, but then how you would as an individual practitioner practice as well to be able to achieve your individual goals. So that's why you see a lot of advice about offering gold to monasteries and a lot of very large things. As a bodhisattva, we'll all be able to do that. But this is being written specifically in a conventional sense to a king who's asking Nagarjuna, how do I do this? You should sustain with all endeavor the excellent doctrine in the communities. So this is referring to supporting the Dharma and the Sangha. The Sangha refers to, if we look at the ultimate way, like we look at what Sangha actually is, it's those beings who have realized the doctrine, who have realized emptiness. But we can say that the nominal Sangha are those that wear robes. So when you hear folks talking about, we're Sangha, unless you're ordained or have seen emptiness, you're not really Sangha. Now, there are different ordinations and so forth. And we could say that the nominal, we may be able to say that any of the 7 types of individual liberation vows, lifetime vows, would fall into that. That's debatable. But Sangha really refers to those who have seen emptiness at the path of seeing or above. So here it's saying support those types of people. So support those ordained monastics because they're the nominal Sangha in this world right now. Revere the monuments with gold and silver flowers, diamonds, corals, pearls, emeralds, cat's eye, gems, and sapphires. To revere the propounders of doctrine is to do what pleases them, goods and services, and rely firmly on the doctrine. Listen to teachers with homage, respect, serve, and pray to them. Always respectfully serve the other bodhisattvas. You should not respect, revere, or do not homage the forters, because through the ignorant, one could would become enamored of the faulty. Hold on, I just want to make sure where we've. You should make donations of pages, books of the word of the king of subduers and of the treatises they gave rise to, along with their prerequisites, pens and ink. So here this is saying not to become, if you're a Buddhist and you're following the Buddhist doctrine, you should not mix yourself up by studying other traditions and having becoming a follower of those. Because then it will confuse the Buddhist doctrine. The Dalai Lama clearly said that we should respect and revere all religious traditions, but we shouldn't combine them. We should honor and respect their individual lineages and keep them pure. He said as a joke, we shouldn't make tupa, which is Tibetan soup, out of religion. We shouldn't mix all religions together and make one religion. We should try to keep the religions, each religion's doctrine, pure, but all be friends, respect one another, compare doctrines with one another, but still keep our own lineages pure. So that's the advice that's being given here that also the Dalai Lama gives. So it's important to read this correctly. This isn't saying don't befriend those that aren't Buddhists. And it can be read incorrectly if you don't know what it means. It means not following multiple traditions because it's confusing, and it can start to make the actual Buddhist tradition impure, which has happened over the centuries. And it's one of the reasons that Atisha came to Tibet, and Lama Tsongkhapa was a reformer, and there's been various reformers over time because non-Buddhist doctrines have snuck into Buddhism over the years, and we can see that happening in the United States here as well. If you visit any online Buddhist store or go to any of the stores that sell Buddhist books and thumb through them. So Rinpoche, the last thing he said is, and of the treatises they gave rise to, along with their prerequisites, pens and ink. So by offering pens and things that will allow the Sangha and those great authors to write books, you will then in the future have wisdom and be able to write your own books, because we know that results are always concordant with their causes. Okay, Diksum. Ngatsu Nicha Sunju Sungu. Yodu Yiki Jakan Du. Let's go.
Yodu Yiki Jakan Du. Ruben Tsuyu Shawatan and Shinze Wai Nebana and Yeshipi Tosus. Da Yu the Yegla Pacha Lagro, Pacha Yegi Jakanto, Ruben Tsuyu Shawatans, and Yegla Yegla Gugro, what the Tagures, Ruben Tsuyu Shawatan. Shinse Wai Nebana, Eshipi Tausundos, Sheba de Akuna Gondapia Tashiris,
Lessa.
Jantan Sheba Nabai, Sejen Dugan, Seledo, Yudu Hemba, the Kenta, Shinki Taba, Jodusus, and the Neba Jonsona and the Nebal Magic Mabatiu. What tell you said. Jantan Sheba, Nabai, Dugan, and Sejen Dugan, Seledo, Yudu, Hemba, Trigenta, Shinki, Taba Jubutus, and the never less on never met on Hemba Tagurua. What tells on the inside?
That's so.
Get to Tamba to Surus. Dwene Gunga Cholendan, Dwene Gunga Cholendan, Dindan, Dukan, Churata, Meze, Tatan, Hidemba, Shiro Zambo, Jeduzu, Chuntan Tula, Hantadan, Chuncher, Yudu, Dukandan, Chukun, 죽은 란나 타제도 출하다네 제도스 나 와라 타보 세소나 어때 가야 더리 제고레스
Lessa.
갈레주나
Lessa. Rinpoche, the tamagare dedag sushir guden su gare tamagare.
아
Last gare chang.
가봐
Digsum, Digsum. Okay. Gongya mepachi. So now, stanza 239. As ways to increase wisdom. So what Rinpoche had said about you will be able to write a book in the future because effects are concordant with causes. You will have wisdom in the future by making offerings of pens and inks and paper and all of the things that teachers need and their livelihood and a school for them to teach in, etc. So that's what it means, and your result will be concordant. Wherever there is a school in the land, provide for the livelihood of the teachers and give lands to them for their provision. In order to alleviate the suffering of sentient beings, the old, young, and infirm, you should establish through the estates that you control doctors and barbers throughout your country. O one of good wisdom, please provide hostels, parks, dikes, ponds, rest houses, water vessels, beds, food, hay, and wood. Please establish rest houses in all towns at temples and in all cities and provide water vessels on all arid roadways. So again, this is written to the king about how to provide the most conducive kingdom for those living there. So how a Buddhist would set up a kingdom. And so this is all the advice from Nagarjuna. Diksum.
중동 졸라 건다던 중철 다도 두칸당 죽은 라나 타제도 출하던 제도스 와라 타보 종송나 대가야 다시 제고레스
그래서
또 되서데 내가 뭐면 동해지 냐타 펜바 내바다 제제 따도 종송신 대다 수실 그전도就是属于社工党教完之党新土达各种风雨久了马上把都顺没得他各种党都是两开说的都是马上把都那啥那这个马上说的是啥看都党去大党什么属于찾다 당 거기다는 시어다去내나 수자 레보 송당 차와송 마도 단테 메베다 도세 출하 야지신
they should.
주비 한다 펜지테 르당 깜바 고고라 배당 투 조마당 bom바잔당 다타소 출하다도 로도스 왔다 출레 와라 잡을래서는 쪽가 다시 제고레스 왔다 소송된 사람
That's so.
제보 송당 타와송 마당 장즈 메마당 도세 출하 자지신 주비 한당 회장 제 르당 깜바 고고당 배도 주 조마당 공바장당 자타소 출하다 로도스 다축가 서제들 제고래 송된서 Dedan, Rodan say, Baran Hudan, Dabai, Chora Chomo, Sidido, Roy, Chugan, Jedus, Chugan Jedus, Drobutangi, Godado, Sedan Chudan, Barana, Rui, Hombo, Dambane, Tuta, Mana, Jedus,
Yaudu.
Ya, Drobu to the Kalate was in it. Drobus, but you're what the Kalate was on
Less so. Okay, let's go. NGK.
Yeah.
They'll come down. 25, 50. Okay, up to 50. Okay. Lamo, get down. Okay. Always care compassionately for the sick, the unprotected, those stricken with suffering, the lowly, the poor, and take special care to nourish them. All the sites of the water vessels, place shoes, umbrellas, water filters, tweezers for removing thorns, needles, thread, and fan. Within vessels, place the 3 medicinal fruits, the 3 fever medicines, butter, honey, eye medicines, and antidote to poison, and write out mantras and prescriptions. At the sites of the vessels, place salves for the body and feet and head, as well as wool stools, gruel, jars for getting water, cooking pots, axes, and so forth. Please have small containers and shade filled with sesame, rice grains, foods, molasses, and suitable water. At the openings of anthills, please have trustworthy persons always put food, water, sugar, and piles of grain. So this is what we're supposed to be doing as Buddhists. This is the level of compassion and the level of care that Buddha Shakyamuni was talking about. Putting sugar in front of anthills so that they have something to eat. So when we're trying to be Buddhists, recognize that the things that are easy to do are easy to do for everyone. Okay, Disan Rinpoche. Ngapju. Ni chang ngapju les, huh?
Nijangaju,
Ngapju.
Nijangaju,
Shugu Sarpa. Shugu Sarpa les, Ngay Tsampa. Ni chang ngapju. Kale kale. So everybody, while we're finding our place, here we have the dog that's not supposed to be on the couch that we got yesterday is already on the couch. So that worked well.
Shushu Mudang, Udato, Yeda Chedang, Trudang, Shala Soba, Chedawa, Tatu Sedang, Zawandus, Na Shushu Udato, Na Yeda Chedang, Trudang, Shala Soba, the Sulkalate Ures, Tatu Seda, Zawandus, Zebatana. Lunia Dang, Nabadana, Yana Dang. Hanju Yudo, Jidela, Jesuzon, Jachin Jus. That Zebatana, Zebat Bapuku Matia, Zebatana, Lunia Dance, and the Shinkal Tantu Abu Majovatana, Lunia Dang, Nabadana, Nayan, Nabadana Sayukin. Nayadang, Hanju Yudo, Jidela, Jesuzon, Jachin Jus, Tosul Pentu Jagures, Shimba Nyata, Junala, Shimba Dang, Shimba Nyata, Junalas, and the Shinka Legend, and the Jubatusula, Junala, Saban Sedan, Jesuzons, Shinkal Tag, Saban Dang, and what Tosul Rubajagures. Neji, Jeta, 当当现在讲呢做当茶年把来用叫当我都说跟萝卜结果的是说跟当那说跟的这的我呢就把伊原本来讲多半都让给遇到有些节中国那讲希望就那我们那等来说呢都是没把做过的事干过的事
What's up?
一呢不能马上一个不能两把当人吧这都是人不这当这说话年纪更多现在呢你得明白刚当刚这当这个大多都是那哪啥等说呢明白这些我的大半这当这些啥这些这些些这他去了个月吧人们这当这啥话这些些这些去哪各班的啥当去哪没当龙看到那些新鲜多咱的有当这都样如果人吧你都我们准备就是我们准备就是样都把广东山上网上去先把那当呢说呢看着把门解释他上去先把说呢他的慢慢把用过的是我们说这来见吧真念王那在哪真的上去劝准备就能说托办就了我们说这来见吧这个念王那在哪真的上去用准备就能说托办就了也不用过的种的是这当共当代表也我们懂得接触到有些更多人知道托办也呢算得多他做不当有些话我打当见到当这当听龙水打我那了这我就是他那我这哪个做了几个的时候天马当我的接下的都是这先把当我的兄弟说的
Okay, that's cool. Angie K.
呀
Got it.
就一些路路
Yep. Before and after taking food, always appropriately offer fare to hungry ghosts, dogs, ants, birds, and so forth. Provide extensive care for the persecuted, the victims of crop failure, the stricken, those suffering contagion, and for beings in conquered areas. Provide stricken farmers with seeds and sustenance. Eliminate high taxes levied by the previous monarch. Reduce the tax rate on harvest. Protect the poor from the pain of wanting your wealth. Set up no new tolls and reduce those that are heavy. Also free traders from the other areas from the afflictions that come from waiting at your door. Eliminate robbers and thieves in your own and others' countries. Please set prices fairly and keep profit levels even during scarcity. You should know full well the counsel that your ministers offer and should always enact it if it nurses the world. Just as you are intent on thinking of what could be done to help yourself, so should you be content on thinking what could be done to help others. So we see here the expression of the equalizing, exchanging self with others practice, where you would imagine yourself as the other person and then act as the other person would want you to act. So basically it's like putting yourself in someone else's shoes, but then acting how someone who's in those shoes would want you to act towards them. So that's what it means when it says, when the way that you're thinking, that cherishing attitude that you have, the way that you think about yourself all day and night, that much, with so much intensity, think that intensely about cherishing others. So that's the shift in equalizing and exchanging self with others. And we get a taste of it right here, where it says, just as you are intent on thinking of what could be done to help yourself, so should you be intent on thinking of what could be done to help others. If only for a moment make yourself available for the use of others, just as earth, water, fire, wind, medicine, and forests are available for all. So it's saying, just if you could not be so selfish just for a moment and think about others as much as you do for yourself, that would be amazing. But a bodhisattva always does that and only does that. Even during their seventh step, merit measureless as the sky is generated in bodhisattvas whose attitude is to give all wealth away. If you give to those so seeking, girls of beauty well adorned, you will thereby attain thorough retention of the excellent doctrine. Normally, the subduer provided along with every need and so forth, 80,000 girls with adornments, or guys. So it's just saying wonderful things. What people think are wonderful, you will have lots of wonderful things if you are generous in practice. Let me see where Rinpoche left. Okay, lovingly give, what number is that? 61. Lovingly give to beggars various glittering clothes, adornments, perfumes, garlands, and enjoyments. So what it's saying here is make sure there is no such thing as the poor. Make sure everyone has what they need, because then no one will try to steal, because they'll have what they need. They won't. So that's the point that's being made here, is that if everyone is provided for, there won't be a need for all of the harm that goes on. And that's what's okay. Ni Gonchu. Diso. Okay. So Rinpoche said maybe that's enough for today. Now Chuadang Lenja.
Okay.
Gangisena Kasakala Zambaling. Chua Jatudu.
Chidong Dunja Lagado, Chidong Dunja. Angani says of the Lanka Chidong Dunja.
Chidong Dunja. 1,700.
She had the canoe. Pentobudo.
A very, she may shed a mumble da tudu.
Yeah.
Then Tanda Triwa Dan Lenja. So does anybody have any questions? Rinpoche is going to end the commentary right now, but do you have questions? So I don't know how long it takes. Right now, everyone has, I'll wait to see a question pop up, but everyone has a large amount of time, or many people have a large amount of time.
Hey, Jeff, if you hit question and answer on the top there, you'll see a question already.
Okay. I don't see a question and answer on the top. I share screen, stop video, more. Hold on.
Oh.
Meeting.
No.
Yeah, I don't have that on the upper right.
Okay, let me just see.
Let me go to full screen. That didn't do anything. If you read it to me, I can just answer it. Do it. Oh, I see Q&A. I see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Priscilla, I understand this is a wrathful. Okay, Priscilla Newcomb is asking. I won't say next time who it is, but I understand there is a wrathful black Manjushri empowerment to dispel pandemics, epidemics, and catastrophic diseases. I am requesting Rinpoche to give this empowerment remotely in the same way we are now receiving teachings if Rinpoche wants us to do this practice. Okay, just I'll ask him, but Rinpoche's only right now giving White Tara initiations. He's decided that for the rest of his life, that'll be the only initiation that he gives. But who knows? These are different times. So what do I click on now? Can you see me and hear me and everything still, Ted?
Yeah, I can see you, hear you.
Okay, so Rinpoche can hear me. Okay, Rinpoche, the Triwa Yure,
Yeah.
then the Jambe Yang, the Napo Wang, Chirang Getru Gu,
And
the Jambe, the Tanda, the Zambaling, Chirang Getru Kasakala Datugudu. Then
What?
the Sampa Chikshena Chiran the Gemma Wang Nang Tugudu. The Wang Nang Tugudu.
Okay.
Wang the computer Wang Digre.
Ah.
Rimche, this Sheda K Chempledu. The Chiran Getru Wangu. Computer Wang Digre.
Okay. Digro.
Then the Jambeyang Napo Digrebe.
Ah.
Jambeyang Napo. Black Manjushri.
Ah.
Konso. Jambeyang Napo. Napo Jambeyang. Black Manjushri. Konso Gu.
Okay.
Tinga Seudu. The Tengsang Rinpoche. Dronkart Sewang Konanang. Yene. Yene, the Jambeyang Napo Digamare Gangisina the Natsu Dang Masung. The Chan Salo Gariube.
Karasa.
Konso the Wang the Mei Cheek. The Jambeyang Napo Wangu.
Jambea Napo.
Yes.
Jambea Napo Napisa mess.
Okay, so Rinpoche does not have the Black Manjushri text. It's not one that he does. Then Rinpoche, the nga de la the Dronkart Sewang Kona Digrebe Kona.
Dronkat Sawa Tam Mela Jena Jagro.
Oh, that's very good. Rinpoche is willing to give a medicine Buddha blessing, though. Medicine Buddha, it's like an initiation, but it's called a blessing. It's the permission to do, it's a permission, it's literally called. So Rinpoche will do, via the internet, a White Tara initiation, and he will also do the medicine Buddha blessing. Maybe Rinpoche is able to do the regular Manjushri blessing, but not the specific Black Manjushri. So that being said, hey Ted, how do we want to do this? We want to arrange, when is the second Sunday?
Okay, we can arrange it for the second Sunday. That's no problem.
So do we want to, because the times are such, do we want to do more initiations than one a month? If we can? Is this hard to do?
In the beginning, we can. We can do it this month, next month, maybe.
Yeah, let's do more, because for people who are sick, Medicine Buddha Blessing would be great next week, I think. Let's do it next Sunday, Medicine Buddha Blessing.
Okay, what about the other one?
Let's do White Tara the next week.
White Tara the week after that.
I think it'd be good. People are struggling right now. I think it'd be good. We have so much teaching on tape right now but we can't record it. How's that going to work? Live, no recording?
Yeah, we can do that.
Great. Let's
live stream, no recording.
Rinpoche.
Huh?
Rinpoche, the Dunta Chi Zanima, Dunta Chi Gemma, Natsu Mila Jenan.
Okay.
Dene, Dunta Chi Gemma, Dronkart Sewang.
Okay.
The Yabudu, me Mambo Nagadu. Tengsan Sheda Kali Kapudu. Me mambo ngoyo mare, natsa chembo yere, then mela dan dronkar pentogudu. Yeah, Rinpoche feels as I do that the medicine Buddha would be very good to do. So we'll do that next Sunday live. That's a big deal.
Medicine Buddha next Sunday live.
Let us know what we need to have or hand before in an email announcement. Okay, it's probably going to just be what we always have. The prayers are online, and there won't be anything additional from the side of the participant, but if there is, we will let you know. We have some more questions, so let me go to that. Okay, Precious Garland. Thank you so much. Whatever blessings. Okay, sorry. I'm new to this. How do I get the next one? Open. Okay.
I don't see any more.
There are no more?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's wrap it up. Let's do some ending prayers here. I don't have a prayer book. I know the prayers, but when I get put on the spot, I forget the prayers. So I don't have both our phones are dead. Hold on one second. I'll just, let's just do this. We should do a mandala offering. Give me one second. Kamba Sheda Yabudu Rinpoche. Rinpoche is asking how our new house is. Our new house is so beautiful. I've never lived anywhere as beautiful as this. The Shinka Dang Drapodu. The Shina Kasakala. Natsuki Sheda Gapudu. Natsuki the Ludzi Yabudu.
You could take the keyboard off.
Here, hold on. Look at this. Let's go, Rinpoche.
The power cord off the side.
That's good. Yeah. Hold on. This is the house.
There's.
You see it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Look outside. Hold on. This is what our view is.
There's another. Hey Jeff, there's another question in there. It's it's an answered, but it's not answered.
Okay. How do I get to that? Hold on. Participants more. Chat, record, invite. See, when I detached it, hold on.
Just go back into Q&A.
How did I do it? I don't want to hit a delete of anything. It opened a new screen. Hold on one sec. More, leave meeting, share screen. Okay, hold on. I just don't see it. I don't know how I lost it. Yeah, can you just read it for me? And I'll learn how to use this better next time. I see 12 attendees and 3 panelists, but I don't have that option any longer.
Okay, Chentui has a question, and he says, Tashidila Rinpoche, and he's saying thank you. His question is, we are having such a difficult time. When will it end?
Rinpoche, Triwa Yure.
Yeah.
Chintui Lama Triwa Yure.
Yeah.
Dene Tengsang, Natsa Chembo Yure. Dene the Sakang Dan Songkang Dan the Tsompa Shera Kali Kapudu, Ngu Kali Kapudu. Dene the Nutra Gadu Kagare. Gadu tsar. Chiran sanlu gariyube. Gadu the dugnel gadu tsar.
Adunga gadu tsar the shit who marga. Ted dunga the mayu tashi was mara. Drunga zone to
Okay, so what Rinpoche said is that he doesn't have any idea when this suffering will end, but the way that an individual can eliminate their suffering ultimately is by practicing the Dharma. And this is all that we know. If you are able to engage in the practice of white Tara is known to alleviate suffering and remove obstacles and help one with wisdom and help increase your lifespan. So right now, during these difficult times, it's important to practice because we don't know when these conventional sufferings will end. Rinpoche says he doesn't have any idea when this will end, but we all have a common suffering that will definitely not end until we remove the afflictive obstructions, at least. And the suffering of the lack of omniscience will definitely not end unless we remove the obstructions to omniscience. So we all have a common suffering that will go on, whether there is coronavirus or not. We all have to be ripped away from our loved ones. We all experience birth, aging, sickness, and death. Everything that we think we love deteriorates and eventually leaves us, breaks, or becomes something different. So just remember that the Dharma is the only thing that we can really trust. Okay?
All right.
Do we have anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so what prayer should we do? Let's just end with, everybody can just end with whatever dedication that they have. I'll be more prepared next week. So let's just say, I dedicate all this virtue to emulate the knowledge of the hero Manjushri, and likewise Samantabhadra as well. With whatever dedication is praised as supreme by all the conquerors who traverse the 3 times, I also dedicate all my roots of virtue for the sake of auspicious deeds.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. And let's
okay,
all
that's
remember,
it. Thank you.
Let's pray for the long life of Khensa Rinpoche and of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Let's make sure that we all just keep them in our
There's one more question. Is Rinpoche able to give us all a blessing?
A what?
Is Rinpoche able to give us all a blessing?
Okay. Rinpoche, the Tanda, the Tanda, the me mambo yure, the Rinpoche, the Kandun she ronang, ngatsu shelap ja ronang.
Okay.
Ariana Digsum, Charan, the Kandun she, the Karmachi.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Rinpoche, the Ngama, that party, the Tibetan party, the key.
Yeah.
When we went to the picnic with the Tibetans last year, Lamo came with us and went camping, and everyone loves Lamo.
Okay.
Okay, Rinpoche, the Ngatsu, the Shelap Jaronang, Tanda.
Okay.
The Zonga, the Tanda.
Okay, I'm going to end.
Tuchena, Rinpoche gave us a blessing. Is that it?
That's it. I'm ending. All set, Jeff?
Okay.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody.